This was her last leaf. Because what in the hell is that? What in the hell is that? Hey guys, it's Lay. Welcome to Lay's Place. If you're a returner, know your eyes are not deceiving you. We are back again with another weekly video, staying consistent by any means necessary. So, thank you guys for coming back. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking into this video. Come on in, get comfortable, stay a while. I think you're going to like it here. As always, I want to know that you guys are here. Please consider liking, commenting, subscribing so that you always know when I'm uploading. And we're working on a few different series, so please, all feedback is helpful, goes really far for my channel, and it keeps me motivated to keep going. Now let's get into the video. All right, guys, so I'm super late, but today we are going to do the top 5 plants from the past month. And as far as you know, that past month is April. It's April. Don't even worry about what today. Don't even worry about what today is. But we're on April. Top 5 plants in the past month. Now this one is a little challenging because my collection has been going through a few transitions. A lot of them good. Some of them kind of hard to deal with. You'll see I recently started using beneficials more regularly. So you'll see all my plants are going to have sachets on it, or at least most of them. I got some various different beneficials for DMV, from DMV beneficials. So you'll see that. But I have a lot of plants I'm going to show you that are like either they've been persevering through the challenges or they're on their bounce back. I think that April was a really big month for bouncing back. So I'm going to pull those plants and get into it. Of course, you guys, as always, tell me what you think the genus is that we're going to start with first. Alocasia, Anthurium, Homolamina, Scindapsus, Hoya, Sansevieria, like Ficus. What do you think is going to be first? Do, 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 Let's do it. So we're starting out strong with Anthuriums this week. This is my Anthurium Delta Mike by Port NSC Dewey Fisk clone. And this was one of the first plants that I ever got from Nice Plants Good Pots. I want to say I got this like right when I moved here to Cleveland, like last fall. And this is her newest leaf. And I'm gonna show you guys in just a second. Hold on. Can you just stay on the plant? I'm gonna show you in just a second why this is like why she is on the top 5s this month. Not just because she has a beautiful leaf, and I just feel like it's not really capturing the sheen. I'll have to get a new camera. Oh, let me try one more thing. And I love the veining. I love a good neon vein. Um, is this flat or negative sinus? I think it's negative, but I could be wrong. But she's so beautiful. And I remember thinking to myself when I got this will be the first Delta. This will be the only Delta situation I'll probably be able to get my hands on because Delta Force, trying to find the ones that really show the true like characteristics or traits, I feel like right now it's almost impossible. But anyway, this was her last leaf. Because what in the hell is that? What in the hell is that? So I believe that she had thrips. I believe that we've taken care of the issue and we're coming back a lot stronger. So I'm expecting the next leaf to be damn near perfect. But I also know that she was getting underwatered and bumped and the humidity had dropped. So many things that were happening for this plant. I can't remember. I want to say that she's been in ambient the whole time that I've had her, but I could be wrong. But the leaf progression has been insane. Hold on, guys. I cannot understand why it's having a harder than time. Is it my big hair? Okay, let me step out of the lens completely. Okay. Is that better? These are some of her previous leaves. was very clear that she was going through some things. But we seem to be on the up and up. And we are in, I believe we're in Cataphil. Yeah, I think we're in Cataphil. That last leaf is coming straight from the center. So yeah, I love the leaf shape. She would have been working on this leaf. I think this is the first leaf when she got in this pot. So I am expecting the next leaf to be even bigger, to be honest. But yeah, she has come back really strong. This leaf is mostly clean. I'm not seeing any thrips. Really, I'm not seeing any thrips in my collection at all. I actually went through, I got beneficials for the soil and the foliage. So at every state that thrips you have to kind of attack at, I was able to get beneficials to attack at every level. So now we're not focusing again. So yeah, annoying, super annoying. Oh, now you don't want to focus on me either. Anyway, so yeah, this baby right here, I think is absolutely um, worthy of being in this month's faves. And the next one is, I feel like a genus that I've really kind of picked up my care and understanding for them, like in the past year. This is an alocasia. And this is, I want to say this is a heterophylla, right? Oh my God. Should I have looked to check beforehand? Yeah, but did I? No. Can you please, hold on guys. Just lock, for Christ's sake. So this is my heterophylla, like alocasia heterophylla. This is her last leaf that came out in April, and it took her weeks. I guess it's hardened, but it did take her a nice little minute before she was like, you know, out. And look how shiny she is. No, she's not variegated. I know she's not considered rare or anything like that, but we'd be lying if we said that she wasn't beautiful. She is so beautiful, and she's got a new leaf coming out. So I'm like super excited about that. She is one of my few alocasias that are in pond. She's in self-watering, and she's in, I didn't even show pond. I don't know why I did that. She's in, ooh, she's in pond. I don't have a lot of alocasias in pond anymore. Actually, I think this is the last one. Two, I have two more. I have my chantriary in pond, but honestly, she's growing so freaking slow and crappy that she might be coming out of pond herself. But yeah, this is one of my favorite common like non-variegated plants. I've seen people who've been able to have more leaves on theirs. I'm okay with it having this amount of leaves. Um, I guess I don't really have anything else to say except I'm happy with how she has grown. She did not have thrips, but where she sat, I felt like the other alocasias had some things going on, so I did give her a sachet. And she's starting to get that little white film on the back of her that alocasias get as they mature. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about. She's doing very, very, very well. She's very happy. I want to say that I fill this reservoir once a week or every like 9 days or so, something like that. Not that it's on a schedule or anything, but yeah, this was her leaf, I think, when we moved here. And then I decided I was going to get consistent with caring for her. And she's been doing amazing. I have no intentions on taking her out of pond, not even for her to grow faster, or have more leaves. I actually feel like she's like this leaf has come out and she's not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like this is still like a brand new leaf. So I did put this stake in here. It didn't used to be something that I did, but I saw alocasia growers doing it, and I was like, okay, because you know how the leaves can get. And I feel like I'm one of those people that just rips off the leaf as soon as it starts to droop. So I did this to help me with that. Because as you guys know, like, I don't care. It'll grow more. It'll be okay. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So, the steak has helped a lot with that and just keeping it more stable. I'm hoping that this is picking up on the shine and the sheen, and how beautiful this is. But yeah, this is my second one for April, and she's in ambient. Did I say that? She is in ambient. So she is doing really well. All right, guys, let's get to number 3. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This month is really hard because a lot of my plants have been doing some amazing things, like by my standards, or like what I need for them. But May is almost here. So I will be able to put some of these in that as they're like still doing amazing things. But anyway, let's get on to the next one, which is a really big deal for me. This is my 3rd time trying to grow this plant. So what I'm about to share is a really big deal. This is my Anthurium Warrock Quayanium, however you're supposed to say it. Hold on, let me try and lock it. Okay. This is the first leaf I have ever grown. Hold on. Lock it. This is the first leaf that I have ever grown on a queen Anthurium. I have never been able to produce a leaf on a queen Anthurium. They always die. Let me take my face out. They always die. And so this is the first leaf that I've gotten on this one in my care. I do know that this one is a TC grown. I don't even care. I just am so like proud of it growing. Now, I haven't been able to see much root happening in here, which I just feel like with me, Warrocks just are like, I just have done so terrible with them. But this is the first one that I've ever put in self-watering. It is still in the cabinet. It's in soil. Yes, she's losing her old leaves that she had, but she's put out a new leaf. It's healthy and she's not dying. So this is such a big deal. I did ask Anthurium Papa for some advice like a month or so ago on Instagram. I'm going to water this because I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong? And so I told him like what I was doing, and he said, you know, that should be a good setup. So I don't know, but she's doing really well, and I know she looks like shit. I don't even want to cut off this leaf because I'm afraid if I do anything that she's not expecting or to change anything that she's going to get pissed and die. So I'm not doing anything else, but I am super proud of this. Like I said, this is my 3rd time trying to grow this plant. Oddly enough, the first time I tried to grow it, it was like one of my first Anthuriums, and I didn't know that they were pains in the ass. I had no idea. I didn't know how finicky they could be, which is so funny because we all know someone who's growing a Warrock in like low humidity and it's like thriving. And that has never been me. But I thought it was going to be me because I am good at growing Anthuriums in ambient. And then I got another one, well established by a local seller that I love to buy from. Did not make it. I think it got root rot, all these things. And so this one I got again. I'm not going to tell you guys who from because it's not a seller that I support. But it's the last thing I ever purchased from them. And yeah, so far so good. I don't know if it's because it's tissue culture and not from like seed. I'm also assuming it's tissue culture because I feel like if it was from seed, it would have said, and it also wasn't very expensive. So it had to be tissue culture. But yeah, she's growing very well. And I love her. And I think she loves me. And that's it on her. That's number 3, my Queen Anthurium with the most crazy looking abomination of a leaf hanging off that I am too afraid to cut off because who am I to tell her that she doesn't need this leaf anymore? I'm going to let her do her thing. All right, number 4, if you have not gathered, I am primarily, at this point, I feel like I primarily am collecting Anthuriums. So you're always going to see a few Anthuriums. Is this what was the first one? It wasn't an alocasia. It was an Anthurium. Then it was an alocasia. An Anthurium, alocasia, Anthurium. Look, not you. Look at this beauty. And she's not done sizing up at all because this was the leaf beforehand. So she has been going through some things. I also think she can be separated, it looks like. I could separate in there. Hold on. Let me show you guys. I think that I can separate. There's like a double. Yeah, I could like separate this pretty easily. It won't be anytime soon, but probably when I repot it, and then I'll have it for sale. Actually, I might end up repotting her because she actually looks kind of shit. Like she has a lot of roots. It might be time to repot her. Anyway, she's actually only been in this setup for like maybe 2 months, if that. This is a No ID Eleanor by RLFS F2, and it, from my understanding, is a collab between Steven Anthurium and I think it's My Boho Jungle. I don't know My Boho Jungle. Not like I don't follow them. I just don't recall seeing their work. But I got this. I cannot remember what put me on to the Eleanor. I think I saw something on Instagram and I said, whoa, I'd love to have, something from that lineage. And I went looking for, I knew it was Stephen Anthurium. I looked for it and I found these. So this is what I got and I'm super, super excited. It's my first and only intentional Stephen Anthurium purchase that I've made. And I've been trying to do better at not just collecting to say like, oh, I have an Anthurium, but to collect from, growers and hybridizers who their work has been really important and how it stands, I guess, on its own and within the community. So I've been trying to be a lot more intentional with how I'm purchasing Anthuriums, especially. So I love her. She is due for a repot soon because there's something going on with her newest leaf on the part that I can separate. So I'll probably go ahead and take care of that. And I can see some of the little bugs that I bought. They're in here working. But yes, a cutie if I ever did see one. And I was concerned that she was getting pest damage. So she has a few beneficials like in her soil and stuff like that. So I think we're doing okay. So this is my Eleanor hybrid by Stephen Anthurium. And I think it's My Boho Jungle. And I cannot wait to see this one continue to get big. So yeah, that was number 4, right? All right, guys. So this is my last one. It is an Anthurium. And I'm actually frustrated because I don't see the tag. So hold on, let me grab my iPad so that I can come and actually say what the heck this is. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. So this beauty here that honestly I've been eyeing and posting in my stories on Instagram for like 2 months now. This is my Anthurium forgetii dark form by Carla Wu 1 S1. And it is by Kenny at Gold Coast Tropicals, which if I'm remembering correctly, Kenny is in Ohio, Cleveland specifically. I don't think I've ever met him, but I bought this on, what's it called? I bought this on Etsy. And so I got a few other plants from Kenny. Kenny does not do local pickup, only ship. And so I just haven't purchased any more, even though I'm like now in the city. And so I think she's gorgeous in the progression. The forgetii, the dark form specifically, the Carla jeans, like it's just very intense. Like this is like the only of her like, hold on, let me try to get this, of her like, immature leaves that she still has. And then it went here, and then here, and then here. So as this gets larger, it has diffuse sinus. And I am not a big Carla fan, not because Carla is not that girl. I just, Carla was been very hyped. And at the point where I got into collecting hybrids and Anthuriums and really understanding their value, we were talking about if they were being ethically sourced and how expensive they were. And so I don't have a lot of Carla hybrids. Actually, when I typed it into When I typed it into my app to find out, which by the way, guys, I am trying to transition out of using Planta. Um, I've been using it for so long, and I just think, the more that the better you have to be, and so in realizing, that I'm essentially using an AI app, I think that I have to start transitioning out and doing something that better aligns with like my views and values. But anyway, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12. Okay, I have like 12 or 13 Carla hybrids, but I swear this is only in the recent year. Like they're all still small babies, because I, just recently got into them. So, yeah, but this one's definitely, I think, one of my favorite Carlas, um, and just one of my favorite Anthuriums overall. Because I wasn't sure if she was gonna make it. She was in a prop box for a very long time. Like I did not think that she was gonna make it at all. But she's been doing fabulous. Oh, look at that. She was recently repotted maybe a month ago. We've already got some roots coming out the bottom. So really love her. I think that's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 5. Okay. All right. 5th plant. All right, guys. So that was the top 5. I really enjoy doing the top 5. I don't know how well it's doing as a series on my page, but I really enjoy doing the top 5 because it forces me to appreciate the collection that I have instead of always looking for what I don't have. And so, honestly, since I've started doing the top 5, my purchasing has slowed down incredibly so. I think in March, did I buy any plants? I bought one plant in March. I bought a few plants in March. I didn't buy any plants in April. So it's actually been going really, really well. I just am really able to love my collection. There's no other way to say it. There's so many other babies that I could have pulled. I have some beautiful Hoyas that I've added to my collection that are finally rooting. Not finally, they actually rooted pretty quickly. That I could have shown. I have some common plants that are doing really, really well. So I'm definitely going to be someone who switches it up a bit. I am considering doing a series of plants that I am hating right now, like plants that just are pissing me off, or plants that just maybe didn't live up to the hype. So I might be doing something like that. So you might see me in the same shirt, because I might record that today. But anyway, for anyone, this is just a small bit of advice for anyone who has a collection. Even if you're watching this and you find yourself interested or thinking about things that you see that you like that aren't in your collection, consider, even if you're not someone who does content, consider going through your collection and saying like, okay, what do I really love about my collection? Because it's been really, really helpful for me to be like, yeah, like actually some of the plants that you already have are beautiful and worthy of your time also. So all of my plants are, but because I've caught myself getting stuck in the I need this, I need this, I need this. Really getting stuck in the overconsumption. So yeah, just a small piece of advice. It has worked wonders for me. Let me know if it's something that you think you could find valuable in your collection too. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining today. Please let me know that you were here. Comment, like, subscribe is great, but also I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you think and what you enjoyed, what maybe you didn't. I have been working on the sound, projecting my voice. So please, I love all the feedback. And for those who I can see commenting or coming back, thank you so much for your time and your care. And I'm looking forward to making some new friends on this channel too. All right, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.